Gentlemen,
of no
wait now.
All right, hold on a minute.
To do a rally in Costain.
And you saw it.
And there was nobody.
You know, Mr. Bokwe, we have to
let Costain to my 12.
Mr. Bokwe,
to my 12, just to create
could you hold on a
semblance
second?
of a rally.
All right,
there was nothing.
Let's hold on.
You've never seen such before in your political history of Lagos.
To move,
you know,
to hold the Konduro for 8 hours in the name of campaign trade.
Joe, you go to Joe, you joined Lagos politics not too long.
No,
so you've never seen that.
I've been here for 35 years.
Hello. You joined Lagos politics not too long.
This is how
competitive
this is.
This man you are sitting with is your senior in politics.
All right, if you let them go this way, we will not
so
make
when I'm
sense
talking
of
about
this.
it, you listen.
Gentlemen, we'll be back.
All
right, let's hold on a minute because the viewers need to hear and understand the points that both of you are making.
Yes.
But they can't do that if you're talking at the same time. So we'll take
I want to appeal for something. Let us not do shouting match here. Let him make his point. When I'm responding, let him listen to me.
We'll take you one after the other.
Yes.
Okay.
Make
so
a point.
Let's start with Mr. Oboke.
Okay.
Mr. Oboke, let's start with you because nothing wrong in competition, but you need to ensure that your supporters also understand where to draw the line. Are you telling your supporters that?
No, that's what we're saying. We're telling them that you don't need to join issues with the opposition in Lagos. Just leave them. We understand what is going on. What you don't want to win in a free and fair process, you want to get by violence. And we'll let them look. If you are the one that is going to win, why do you have to fight? You know, the man who is losing may want to pull down the house so that everybody will be in the same pedestal. That's what they tell them. That's what they tell them. But you know, sometimes people provoke you. When somebody comes to pursue you from your office, you run to a house, and the person follows you to that place, you have to fight back. That's an adage in my place. Otherwise, the person will destroy you. That's what is happening. They carry machete and follow you. They want to take this in by violence, not by common sense, even though common sense is not common.
We'll let it go back and forth quickly as well. Let's get your point.
I don't understand what he's saying. Go and check. All the primaries conducted by APC in Lagos State, people were killed. Lagos Mainland Local Government, where I come from, where I represented in 1999 as a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, when you were a public commentator, not a politician. Take note of that. At that time, when they had the primaries, on Ibadan Street, 4 people were killed at their primaries. There is no campaign they go to that they don't kill people. Check out. These are facts.
Is it that we kill ourselves?
Of course, you are fighting yourselves because the rivalry within their party is massive. So when you are talking of parties being violent, please go and check yourself very well because your majority of your people are people who do not have any professional calling. All they live on is politics.
What we will do is this. As much as we can.
Can you dispute
no,
that?
Mr. Agoro, hold on. As much as we can, we have to ensure that we stay with the issues.
Yes.
We saw your candidates at this the short film we just showed now. They were conducting themselves decently.
Wonderful.
But does the same kind of attitude pervade, or is it being exhibited amongst their supporters?
I said it earlier. In my party, PDP, check it out. I'm starting from the basics. Listen to me, Chamberlain. When we started our party primaries, check out. You have all the information. Check where there were violence and where there were no violence.
Okay, hang on, Mr. Bokwe.
Let's start from there. Please.
When they had their primaries in Oregon.
What happened? What happened?
That was when we knew that these Shopee talks, they were training at Auto Get, beer arms. Beer arms. You know, they had body just babies. You know, they held the whole of the entire vicinity in the whole stage. They shot and shot and shot, and
how many people were
dispersed everybody. If you kill, you will just take it away. Let me finish.
Let's play.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me finish.
You have not defended the Butemeta primaries where 4 people were killed. The House of Assembly election in the Butemeta, 4 people were killed.
That told us what happened.
Okay.
4 people were killed in the Butemeta.
Your candidates are. We have them on tape.
Maybe it's PDP.
Mr. Agoro, Mr. Wokwe.
House of Assembly primaries. 4
play.
people were killed.
Well, let's listen to your candidates.
The one you just made reference to,
Mr. Agoro.
Nobody was killed.
Mr. Agoro.
You won't say it here.
Let's hold on a minute.
That day.
Your candidates, they're not going at each other this way. at least in front of the camera, for much as what we see. Let's even play it and let us see the example of what they're doing. And let's see if it's the same thing that's happening in the political parties.
That can happen.
No, just hold on. We'll see it now. That's the way it will happen for now. Let's see.
It's more about Lagos. It's not really about our candidacy, and that's the message the two candidates are trying to send out. It's more about the future of Lagos. So at any point in time, you're going into a contest. It's either you win or you concede. So at that appropriate time, you do the right thing.
You can't claim to love Lagos and see it burn. Then it means that you haven't been honest with yourself. And it's important that even if you feel cheated or whatever, the solution is not violence. And that's why the pledge does say that there is recourse in law to go and run the process. Now, if that process does not give you victory, then, the whole essence of being civilized citizens is that you accept that process. You don't have to agree, but you take it and you let things run.
So there we see the two candidates in the front lines for the race for the governorship position in Lagos, Mr. Jimmy Agbaje and Mr. Ambode Akinwumi, conducting themselves and speaking to the people. But back here in the studio, we have Mr. Joe Ibokwe of the APC and Mr. Tajuddin Agoro, lawyer, and of the PDP. Gentlemen, we've just heard your principals speak. Lots of people not just listen to them, they watch how they conduct themselves. We've got your supporters who are watching you right now, and they're also trying to get a message, not just from what you're saying, but how you're conducting themselves. Don't you think that how you conduct themselves perhaps speaks louder than what you're saying? Let's start from Mr. Bobe.
Well, we're not fighting here. You could see us smiling. We're not fighting here. We're just trying to... Politics is supposed to be fun. When I saw Obama with his wife and daughters going to the polling booth, I said, this must be fun. It's not a place you go to with machetes, and he cannot go there with machetes, but some of them carry guns. So, which I know in PDP, they carry guns. They were shooting already. But it's supposed to be fun. We can say that as elites, but there are some people outside that don't listen to, these things don't make any meaning to them. They are just ordinary people, too ordinary to even take decisions, for themselves. They don't listen to some of these things we'll talk about. For a bottle of Coke, they can do a lot of damage. For 500 naira, they can do a lot of damage. Doing something, thinking that they are helping you, but they are not. We've had cause in the past to tell people, look, this election, you don't need to help anybody. This election is a done deal. Don't go and try to help us. Okay. There's no need for it. So some of these people that are doing these things, they don't have any support from anybody to go and do what they're doing. They're just helping themselves.
I will not say...
Let me just, I want to finish.
We're running out of time. So
okay.
I'll shift myself with what he has said. Nobody will be interested in causing violence or promoting violence because it doesn't do anybody any good. And it is in the place where we have peace that we can have progress and development. So nobody, I can say that anywhere without any fear of contradiction, that nobody in my party, PDP, will encourage violence, because it is only under peaceful situation that there can be progress. But one thing is there. Let us, some people who are known to be promoting gangsters, stop promoting gangsters. Joe knows what I'm talking about. You know, Joe met me in politics. I've explained to him, I've given him the history. Because when you are somebody, I'm serious, Chamberlain, if you are somebody that believes in promoting gangster, and some people sees that, oh, this person promoted as gangster was able to ride on jeep and build houses, they want to do the same thing. So Joe, please talk to your people to stop that.
Let me quickly. Yesterday I was with Gani, my counterpart in PDP.
Okay.
And he said something that shocked me. He said, look, some of the people that come to our campaigns are hoodlums. I tell you, they are not interested in what you're saying. I say, are you witnessing this thing too?